Hey everyone, welcome back to the Intel Extreme Masters Taipei Day 1 open bracket action as we are getting closer and closer to the end. In a couple of, minutes, let's say in roughly 30-40 minutes, we'll probably know 2 out of the 4 players that have qualified for the main event. But right now all of our eyes at least will be on the lower bracket as we are going to hop in to Revival versus Daisy. I'm not sure why that was so difficult to say. It really shouldn't have been all that difficult, but it was.
It's okay, Kevin. I
don't know, I'm a little bit upset right now.
It's okay. It's alright.
I feel like I'm suffering from short-term memory loss over here. I was like,
I'm not
Revival.
sure that that would actually be the cause of your problem.
Why? What do you think my problem is?
Isn't it? I'm just thinking about it in terms of. You ever seen the movie 50 First Dates?
No, but I've seen Memento.
Oh.
And that was awesome.
I'm not sure. Anyway, the person loses like their short-term memory. Like they remember the day, they just forget it after when they go to sleep. But now that I think about it, that was probably not even remotely close to being scientifically accurate. So just introduce the players.
Fine, Nate. Over here on the right bottom side of that wing, we have the one and only Daisy, representing Way Spider, the same team as Czech, who I believe is also present at the tournament. Yes, he is. I just saw him in the bracket. Why am I doubting myself? And over here on the left top side of that wing, we have Cooler Master Storm's Revival. Played a good series against Dongrago. Played a little bit too predictable against the smart and, you know, edgy, sharp Zerg that is Shun. Can't fool Shun with these gasless openings, man. He knows how to take advantage of a weak, independent red Zerg.
That's true.
With no gas.
That's true. I'm really interested to see how Daisy plays this matchup. I feel like I haven't seen Daisy play in a
Me neither.
long time.
I haven't seen Daisy play in forever, and when I do think of Daisy,
oh, is he gonna cannon rush?
What?
Oh yes, yes, it's a hatch first. I want it, Kev.
I feel the later it becomes, the weirder you get. Yesterday at midnight I walked into Nate's room and he was wearing a Pikachu outfit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I wish I'm making this up, but I'm not. And now you just start giggling.
You wish you're making it up?
Yes. Because I want to get this image out of my head.
You can't accept me for who I am?
No. I can accept you for a handsome man, not for an adult man who's dressing up as Pikachu behind his stream. That's too much, Nate.
I still don't know what you're talking about. 2 probes. He's going to force the cannon rush. It makes me happy.
Yeah, Revive was not 100% sure yet how serious he has to take this, but now he's like, alright, I have to take this pretty serious.
Oh, 2 probes, 1 drone. He gets wrecked. That drone had no chance.
I knew you were going to say that. I was just waiting for the weird reference, but that drone indeed had no chance.
Kev, I don't know why you think I'm so weird today. I don't know. I have no idea what could possibly make you think that.
I mean, that's why it's a cancel.
Hold position.
Wow.
Correct. And the probes escape. 2 buddy cops.
Oh.
Oh, that was locked in. Look at him. Oh.
Alrighty, a late cancel.
Chicka.
Whoa. Okay. Oh my God. He's shelling his inner house. It's happening.
He's going full Haas, boys.
Didn't that one drone make it out? Yeah, one drone made it out.
Yeah,
so I don't think this is a great idea.
It's okay. He's gonna go full Galsy next.
He's going Galsy, Wiedemans, Haas in one.
He's channeling.
All right, Galsy, Wiedemans, and Haas walked into a bar. You know what happened next? Daisy came out. He is the evolution of Protoss.
Okay.
Okay, this is actually really bad. These Zerglings sneaking by, that's massive, because that prevents, you know, this drone from, or this probe from just cannoning whatever the hell he wants for the upcoming minutes in this game. This is actually so big, Nate, that these Zerglings sneak by is massive.
Oh my God. Just pylons everywhere.
It's okay. Eventually, at least, Revive was able to... Alright, let's take a look at the state of this game. We have 20 probes against 19 drones. Of course, it's still a single hatch against 1 Nexus, but the other Nexus is more than halfway done. So I think overall, you know, looking at the state of this game, it's pretty good for Daisy.
I would want to see him build a cybernetics core as part of this wall and just lock him in.
Yeah, I think we would have seen something really crazy if these Zerglings didn't sneak by. Then Nate, we would have seen crazy things. What is Reviver gonna do with 10 slow Zerglings? He's gonna jump on these cannons?
I guess he can jump on 1. Breaking the rocks down is also reasonable, but you know, it's only gonna take him 5 years to do so.
You can also start working on the rocks over here, force out an extra cannon or something. I don't know. He has a lot of slow Zerglings. What are you gonna do with all these slow Zerglings?
Pylon can see some of them, can it too?
Yeah.
No. Okay, he's out of vision.
Alright.
That's important.
This would be the biggest stealth mission in Zerg history. If he is able to sneak, how many Zerglings are we talking? That is If he's able to sneak 18 slow Zerglings across the map, and then just like wins the game with slow Zerglings, Nate, I will dress up as Pikachu too. Just kidding, I will not.
No, too late. You said it.
No.
I'll get the costume dry cleaned today.
Oh, that's
Tomorrow
okay.
morning.
I don't think it's going to happen though. Yep.
Oh, well,
no.
there you go. He's been
There we
had. So he surrounds this cannon.
I don't really like the way that he went at this. He could have used the queen to soak up his shield.
Yeah, he lets the cannon actually get quite probably a few more kills than it should have.
Stargate is going to be the follow-up for Daisy. Okay.
I can dig it. At this point, you don't have a lot of creep spread, right? So getting spores down there is not likely, or at least it's unlikely that he would have spores this quickly. Oh man, it's like you forget I have a cannon there, and he can pick off a bunch of the lings.
Yeah, but there are 2 queens helping out as well, so that's very good. Otherwise, this would have been painful. Eventually, quite a few links will get some surface area to attack this cannon. Let's take a look at the state of this game right now. Both players are even in economy at the 8-minute mark. That's definitely a good scenario for our Protoss, especially because Revival has absolutely no idea what Daisy is doing. It's really funny because when you said like I feel like I haven't seen Daisy in forever, I was gonna be like yep. Or you said like you haven't seen Daisy in a long time, and I want to say I haven't seen him in forever, and then you got really excited over the cannon rush, so I couldn't finish my thoughts. What I want to say is like whenever I thought back of Daisy, I always thought of like a sad Arthur II, kinda.
Oh, Daisy doesn't seem as sad though.
No, he's definitely not sad, but he's definitely as cheesy.
Okay,
I'd
agree with that.
I never felt that Daisy was that one Protoss, you know, that's gonna be like, all right, throw whatever you have at me, bro. I'm gonna sit back, I'm going to defend everything, and I'm going to outplay you in the most beautiful and elegant way possible. Like I never really felt that Daisy had that approach to the game. Daisy was always, you know, the category dirty Protoss.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there.
The same category as I am in. One Oracle is going to fly into the main base and might get a drone or 2, and I think that's about it. So I think that actually Revival can be very pleased with that.
Yeah, pretty solid hold so far. Their Nexus is going up for Daisy. +1 is almost ready. He's going to start Twilight soon. We can see some +2 blink action.
Yeah, I must say going up to 3 bases that quick is kind of cool. I mean, you could say like, is it really that quick, Roddy? It's like 9 minutes, but for the way that this game has played out early on and for how weak Revival's economy has been, it's relatively quick. You know, he's pretty much doing everything at the same time as his opponent is doing it. I mean, Daisy's doing it at the same time as Revival's doing it. And that's a really good scenario for our Protoss. He's done a few workers now, but other than that, I think Daisy is happy with how this game has played out so far. Does he have any probes out on the map? No, he does not, because he's throwing down a lot of gateways. So I just want to make sure that we wouldn't see some crazy 8-gate +1
I mean, do you think he just tries to do a big push off of plus? I mean, I would believe that it would be a big +2 blink play.
Me too. I'd be really surprised if he just throws down a robo and goes up to 4 bases. I don't really see that happening. I think Daisy is going to push the issue very hard, 3 base blink stalker, and I think it's going to be very difficult for Revival with the early game that he had to defend that. But, Nate, but. We do have it's kind of late over here, guys, in Southern California, I'm sure you know. Actually, it's not even that late, but it's just been busy, man. I just came back from PAX. Busy days.
It's been a long day, man.
You were busy playing Pikachu.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The internet knows, Nate.
I don't know.
Anyways, we'll hang in there. I'm really excited though for this tournament. This tournament is so stacked. The groups, it's so sick. You have like all these GSL veterans, these Pro League monsters, and then you got my buddy Harstem, who's like in the group as well, surrounded by Classic and Rain. Like the main tournament of this IEM Taipei is actually going to be ridiculously stacked. It would be so cool if Snoot again qualifies. That would just be another very impressive run already, you know, even if he would fall in the group stage. Because, you know, Hawk already said as well early today on Remax, he's like, man, the chances you make it out of this is like 10%. He spoke for himself, maybe he would give Snoot more chance, but still. Crazy impressive if Snoot managed to go all the way, and wouldn't be the first time he defeats Shan. Anyways, we'll give you guys updates as soon as we have some. For now, we are going to focus on all these units in the middle of the map. And the Swarmos, Nate, I think they were a brilliant decision against someone like...
Breaking this is going to be...
Oh man, these Zerglings.
Borderline impossible. The link counterattack I'm really liking.
Yep.
Because it's not, you know, it's just a cannon and
one
some
cannon.
zealots.
But that's a lot of Zerglings, man. He's gonna have to force a lot of defensive weapons. That's exactly what he does. Well, I mean, he is forcing a lot of defensive weapons. Look at the whole position, Michael.
Yeah, he's killed all the probes.
Yeah, sometimes I underestimate that, how strong it is. And I was like, you know, I warped in a few units, I'm good. And then I look back in my base and then suddenly I lost all my probes. This was an absolutely brilliant counter by Revival and Daisy. You're gonna have to give up on this, man. I know you can drop force fields and you might get one hatchery, but you have to be so careful, because if you think you can get more than a hatch, you're in for a rough time. Just get the hatch and get the hell out of there.
Yep, he's got the force fields to block the Zerglings out and the Locusts, and I'd actually just killing the Lings. Okay, now he kills the hatch. Is he gonna recall? There we go.
Okay, I'm very happy that he recalled, that he didn't think he could somehow run up that natural and keep on wiping in. He's gonna wipe in a few Zealots in the main base. I don't really understand this.
Those Zealots have +2, so they can trade very effectively versus the Zerglings. He's two-shotting them, so I guess I can see it. There's enough Lings here to... Well, there aren't enough actually to kill all of them, are there? It's very close.
Yeah. No, that is a really close
That was
fight.
really deceiving. Okay,
Yeah.
look, I'm not trying to, like, you know, make one of those terrible caster calls, but I was actually pretty damn close.
Yeah. No, that was a close battle. In the end, I just feel that Daisy, after losing all those probes, Nate, that he's not in a position to throw away all these minerals. Like, I know that was sort of an even trade, but I feel the even trade is a lot better for Revival, because Revival is up in money. Now he has, he's going to utilize that Spire. Does he already have +1? No, he's researching +1. I mean, Daisy really has to stop thinking that he can break 7 or 8 swarm modes. How many? No, 6 swarm modes.
With just gateway units.
Yeah. Like, even 6 swarm modes have so much DPS. Like, you need to get truly fortunate with, you know, avoiding the Locust Wave and dropping the best force fields out of your life. And even then, you have like 20 seconds to make it all happen. Now, beautiful things can be done in 20 seconds, Nate, but I don't believe that this is one of them.
No. Not that. So many Zerglings getting caught out on the southwest section of the map. Let's see, +3 attack is coming in. It's just swarm hosts from Revival. That's really it.
Daisy is so... Daisy is in a lot of trouble, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I want to say something else, and I'm glad I didn't, Nate, but he is... he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to lose even more workers into the main base. He's transferring a bunch of workers into the natural. Photon overcharge going down as well. So that's at least something. I didn't know he had as much on this side of the map, but this economy, Nate, this economy looks like my economy 3 months ago in real life, and it was really bad.
It's got nothing.
No.
It's got nothing, Kev.
He was like, I got some money coming in from some tournament I casted some time ago, but that's about it. And at the same time, I'm still partying like a rockstar on the other side of the map. Be like, yeah, these stalkers blinking up to the high ground. I still don't think that it's going to be enough. I must say, he actually did a reasonable job in killing the majority of these mutalisks. And he is like Daisy is working with the straps that we're given. They're just not very good right now.
No, and now with the sentries being dead, fighting against this is really difficult. He squeezed some of them away. Zerglings are trying to run back towards this third one.
He can just hold position. Like,
it took him a while to replace all the probes that he had lost here.
Whoa. Revival. Actually, Revival is like really struggling in dealing with these few blink stalkers. I'm a little bit surprised by. Look at that Oracle doing work. Like, yeah, energy for energy, son.
Not killing too much though. These Zerglings managed to get the wrap around on some of these. Well, that's cute.
Yeah.
The high ground vision overpowered, man.
They're still going to die.
There's so many. You could try to blink across to the third.
You could like blink on the rogue guy.
No escape.
I think one of them will survive.
Think? Oh, okay. Yeah, both of them can survive. Pushing on the right side again, but the Locust waves are there, ready and waiting.
I love how Revival's getting up ultras right now, which is really not necessary. I mean, actually, with the Colossus on the way.
Is it overkill?
No, actually, I don't mind it at all. With the Colossus on the way, I think it's kind of smart. He did, of course, run Zerglings by, so he knows that there is a robotics bay being warped in, and it's a robotics facilities being chrono boosted as well. Oh man, we've seen some silly PvZs today, Natarino.
Yes, we have. A lot of these games have been pretty nuts so far, for this open bracket at least. 3-3 coming in for Revival. Ultra's Cavern's about to finish, and I feel like Daisy's not 100% aware of this. So many probes, like, the number of probes that have died this game must be pretty gnarly, because that looks like the second or third time that mineral line's been completely cleared out. 53 probes killed.
Gnarly it is, Nate.
Yeah.
I couldn't have... I mean, he's done a pretty good job in replacing a lot of them. Well, actually, he only has 46. I felt like he had more, because he's chrono boosting out 3 probes at a time, so you should say he should have slightly more than that, but... Revival's just been relentless with his aggression, relentless with his economic damage throughout the majority of this game. Now we have another engagement over here. Zerglings are jumping on top of a Colossus and a Stalker. This one Stalker does live to tell the tale to his buddies. This Zergling run by, however, Nate, is a big one.
Oh my goodness. How does he manage to do this? He just keeps managing to squeeze these things all the way by. And on Deadwing, you have to run by the third to even get to the main, or get to the natural. And he just runs into the main. He's going to pick up his cannon. There's some Zealots being warped in, but I feel like the distraction that you cause when you make plays like this, or the probe, aside from the probes killed, is equally as important as anything else that you could do. You can use Photon Overcharge.
That's Photon Overcharge, though.
Wow.
Does anyone else?
What a beautiful defense right there.
This is very say. Great Photon Overcharge going down as well, making sure that no Zergling is left behind in the main base. You know what they say, Nate? Rather be safe than sorry. If this was a MOBA, then this would be like you using your ultimate after the hero's already dead. Just want to make sure we got him, man. I just want to make sure. Like, no, not Zeus. not Zeus ulti. Not now. Anyways. These Zerglings really want to. Man, this pylon was like a sacrificial pylon over there. Like
it was a great bait pylon.
Yeah. And like a massacre happened around it. Lots of units died. It's like the totem pole of death in the middle of the map. If you get close to it, you die.
Doesn't sound fun.
Nope. A couple of these Zerglings are gonna go down as well. Good force. No. Yeah. Good force use as well. Few Zerglings will run away. Daisy's like, alright, can't be bothered chasing that army. Anyways, he's going to fight like 10 Ultras. So look at these Zealots. He's like, guys, team.
He's like, guys, you're all, none of you are here. I need backup.
They're really big boys running across the map. Chitinous plating is done as well as are the 3-3 upgrades. Daisy is getting a second robo, but Nate, out of my own experience, out of my own pathetic ladder games, I can tell you, if there are already Zerglings out on the map, and Ultras with 3-3 and chitinous plating, and this is when you're getting your second robotics facility, and you're still on 3 bases, you're gonna have a hard time winning this game.
Yeah, there's so much economy now for Revival.
And there is always the next threat. There's always going to be Mutalists. There's always going to be Brute Lords. You know, you need an answer for everything. And well okay, you should not attack like this though. This is not a good attack.
It is walking straight into the defensive stronghold of the Protoss without any support units is a bit silly.
Yeah, that would literally be the only chance that Daisy would have. Like if he would kill these 6 Ultras, then he could run across them. And look at this army. Look at this guy.
That one Zealot had.
He's like, alright, make it quick and painful.
He had great ambitions. Big dreams, Kev.
That's just when you close your eyes and you run into the fight.
No tears, only dreams.
Then you wake up and you're like, yeah, you're like, ah, the beautiful skies of Shakura's Plateau. Now we thought I'd see the day. A couple of Zealots running into the left side, but Zealots are not very strong anymore against Ultralisk, Nate.
Nope.
They were once upon a time.
It's like, yay, we took out some of the health on them. Now these Archons are holding the front line as these Colossi attempt to push up once again. He killed the Archons, but still, most of the expensive units are alive here, with at least the actual, death ball itself.
What's happening over here?
The Vipers are on the way. Hey, there's a hallucinated Phoenix.
Like something's hiding. Yeah, Vipers are gonna just complicate the story even further. Look at the bank as well of Revival. Like Revival's got money for days. He can like lose his army once. Like actually, all he has to do is just make sure that his opponent is on 4 bases, which he actually is not sure of. He hasn't checked like certain bases in like 10 minutes. So if I was him, I'd really check for it. Daisy's like, went behind. Day 9 told me to go for a Dark Shrine, so I'm gonna follow Day 9's advice.
That's not the worst advice ever.
Nope, definitely not the worst advice. We have seen more than one comeback because of the Dark Templars.
That's true. Oh, okay, saves the hatchery.
I even go Dark Shrine when in my head, Nate. And when it's even.
Wow. I go Dark Shrine, 7 minutes and 15 seconds. I finish it in 7 minutes.
Dark Shrine all day, every day. This one cannon has been alive forever. I got 23 kills. This has been a little Fort Knox cannon, man.
It's a hardcore cannon.
Yeah, this cannon has seen things. Alright, I still don't like this fight. A couple of good feedbacks there as well. The Abducts are very late to the party, man. This is an ugly, ugly engagement for Revival. And a very unnecessary one as well. It's like, bro, it's 3 base Protoss, man. Why are you doing this? Make it stop, Nate.
He's like, I am that rich. I don't know, man.
I mean, he kind of is.
40 mutas.
Yeah, he's pretty rich.
Oh my goodness, he's right on top of the Stormhouse Army. He's no observer? What?
He has 1. Where is it? Okay, it's coming.
The next wave of Locusts get popped though.
Yeah, but it's okay. He'll kill us very quick.
Locusts are still good.
He will
I don't know, it
lose
scares me.
one Immortal and Stalker.
Almost gonna come on.
Alright, so how good are 40 Mutalists?
I mean, with the Archons with this army, that actually makes me quite nervous. So he doesn't want to fight the army head on.
The upgrades are 2-1. Yes, he has 2-1.
I'm surprised he hasn't started the spines yet. Like, just dropped 10 spine
I
crawlers.
love how there is one High Templar left behind. It's like, so should I or should I not drop the storm?
So that's not going to be terribly useful. We're Mutalisks. You regenerate too quickly. Probes getting picked off. Oh, he's preparing for the base trade. Are those the only probes that could have been out on the map to actually build rebuild it?
No, we have a bunch of probes here and there. Well, I mean, actually, these Mutalists are doing a really good job sniping it. I like this decision to go for the base trade. I know base trade scenarios are often scary, but there should absolutely be no way that Spider Daisy is going to win a base trade. If that happens, Nate, I have seen something new today that I've not seen before. We have 55, 52, soon 59 maybe, Mutalisk on the map. Can you lose a base trade with 59 Mutalisk? That should be the $1 million question answer.
I mean, if there's
No
no probes out on the map, I'm pretty sure the Mutas are going to kill everything before the Protoss army kills everything, because you can just send drones everywhere. He's building hatcheries across the map as well.
Yep, and there's no mothership core, so there's no recall or something. Is there a probe? Some probes make it out. Oh, I see probes, but they all seem to be in the main. I don't think any probes made it out, Nate.
No, I don't think so. That's tricky.
Wait, actually, there should be some probes that made it out. No, wait, they're over here. I don't think any probe made it out. There's a War Prism over here on the top side of the map. Yeah, I think there's Burrow over here as well. There's just no way you're gonna win this as Protoss. I hate to sound anticlimactic, guys, but this is just if we would be building this game up like some epic base trade, the Protoss is killing buildings and the Zerg is killing buildings as well, we would just be lying to you.
Yeah, the problem is that none of the probes escaped, so he cannot build an assimilator or a pylon anywhere on the map, which means, since it's an elimination race, the Zerg army will kill everything off before the Protoss army
But
can.
it's not just that, like, in all honesty, 61 Mutalisk can kill 4 Archons and 9 Stalkers. Like, I know Archons are good and all, but if he just abducts 2 Archons and then he fights it, like, he can actually fight this.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point.
But he doesn't have to, because he just killed all the
He
buildings.
killed all the buildings. GG. Revival takes the first game in this best of 3.
Yep. Took longer than expected. I mean, this was a pretty cool game, to be honest. Like, it all started off with that crazy cannon rush. I think the first 2 Zerglings that squeezed by had a massive impact on how this game played out, because that allowed that one drone to actually become a hatchery. What he's always dreamed of. His dreams were able to come true because he had 2 Guardian Angels in those 2 little Zerglings. If he didn't have that, then that one probe would just forever throw up pylons and cannons around it, and that would actually really complicate things for Revival. The 3-base attack by Daisy was good, but I just felt it was so predictable. Like, you felt it, I felt it, and I think it's safe to say Revival felt it as well. Great counterattack with the Zerglings, the whole position in the middle of the line, it's awesome. You know, I said this as well, like, sometimes I play PvZ, quite often actually, and then, you know, Zerglings run by 1 out of 3.
As a Protoss player, that's...
Well, 1 out of 3 times I do play it. But then, you know, a bunch of Zerglings run by, and you're like, you know, I see he's going hold position, but I warped in 4 Zealots, and I got a cannon there, I'm good. And then I look back, and then, yeah, the Zerglings are eventually dead. Just like my 16 probes. And I'm like, no, how did that happen? Like, I could have prevented that. And I think that Daisy kind of underestimated the potential damage of those Zerglings as well. After that, the game went nuts, but it's safe to say that after Revival defended the first big 3-base push and he kept his opponent on 3 bases, the game is pretty much over. Like, if you're maxed out and your opponent is on 150 supply, adding his second robo, and you already have 4k minerals and 3k gas, yeah, you can't take the worst fight ever uphill.
You can pretty much do anything at that point. Second map, ooh, we're playing on Secret Springs. Wow.
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 Oh. Hi, hi, hi.
It's a nice 2-player map. This is one of the weirder ones, actually. There's some really weird stuff about this map. Our first player in the right position, the Red Zerg from CM Storm. He's Revival. Up 1-0.
Solid first game by Revival, despite the fact that he got cannon rushed. Dirty things were being done to him in the early game, but he knew where to find the shot. You know,
Persevered.
In Control kept making fun of me last week for showering twice a day. Do you think it's weird to shower twice a day?
No. Depends what you're doing. Like you can shower in the morning. There's nothing wrong with showering in the morning. In fact, I think that's the best way to start the day.
Yeah.
But if you do any type of strenuous activity, or you're wearing, and like when I cast, I'll shower twice a day because you probably like wore makeup, you know, at the event or something like that. Like going to sleep with that on is terrible. Or if you go to the gym, then it just makes sense. It's wrong not to, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know. So Jeff kept making fun of me. Also, I did shower 3 times a day one time.
Well, that's weird. Okay, Kevin.
No, it's not.
I don't know what you're doing that you're that filthy, but I don't
Over
want
here
to
on the left bottom side of the map, we have Way Spider Daisy. Now the way that happened, Nate.
Would you like proxy oracle a bunch of Terrans and you're like, man, I feel so dirty, like I'm actually gonna go take a shower?
I wish that was the case, but it was more like I went out the night before, so I woke up in the morning and I felt like kind of gross because I had some drinks, so I showered. Then I went to the event and I was in an exhibition center for like 8 hours and a lot of people. And
Yeah, okay, surrounded by sweaty nerds.
Yeah,
so shower number 2 makes sense.
Yeah, so I come home at like 6 p.m. and I was like, shall I do something tonight? Yeah, probably. Well, let's just get a quick shower. And then I went out and I went to a bar and it was like again a lot of people. So when I came home, I showered again.
Okay.
It's not the weirdest thing out there.
No.
Throw kept teasing me. He said I am the reason for the water shortage in California. Southern California. The drought is to blame on me. Drought. Anyways, curious to see how Secret Spring will play out. This is of course a pretty unique map because of these rocks. Eventually there are many ways to attack your opponent, but the early game, the only thing that there is this little path over here where you can actually kill these rock towers as well to really further complicate things of this already tricky map. I know some Zerg players hate this map. I also think some pros players hate it.
Yeah, I've had some weird games on this. I've played Protosses that, man, I had this really awful game versus, you know, Bubbles, right?
I know
oh
Bubbles.
my god, he like opened up with this like slightly aggro, like Zealot Mothership Core Stalker push. I had a defense against it. He immediately broke down the rocks to lock me out of his side of the map and just took the gold base. And I got wrecked. I was very sad.
I am very curious. I can understand that it makes you sad.
The center rocks, like they're very difficult to get by in the start of the game.
Yeah, man. It's only 500 HP to create a 2000 HP rock. It's a great rock. What I think is hard as a pro player is to go up to 3 bases. Yeah, of course you can take out these rocks and stuff, but the third base is still so wide open, so it can be a rather frustrating map to play on as pros as well. For a second I thought that Daisy was going to put on some 4 gateway pressure, because he scouted, he's like, alright, hatch, he saw the drone move out as well, he saw hatch, he saw no gas. I was like, this is it! He's going to go 4 bases, or 4 gateways, but he's not actually. He's just chilling, taking his time. Well, 2 gateways go up. Oh, okay. Alright.
Here we go.
Never second guess myself.
Kevin, if there's one thing that I trust you to know all about,
oh wow,
it's gateway pushes.
Oh, actually, no, he does it.
5 gate.
Like this guy should shower 3 times a day.
Yeah,
Nate.
yeah. I mean, he needs an ice cold bath at this point.
Bubble bath. One Zergling checks the front. He's like, oh, cool, 2 gateways. He saw this gateway as well, so now everything kind of still looks normal. I mean, I think if Daisy just kills this hatchery, then goes home, that's not too bad. 5 gates. I still kind of hate the position of 5 gateways down, but he really does need to kill this hatch.
Yeah, this is not the kind of build. You're not going to get away with a 5 gate and not, you know, you basically need to maim, cripple your opponent. You don't just lightly harass someone with this opening.
Where are those zealots? Man, those zealots are late, Nate.
Those gateways finished a little bit late.
I don't understand. Zerglings, will they find this pilot? Yeah.
Now life is so hard.
I mean, oh well, drones are on the way. That actually might work out very good for Daisy. Now all Zerglings are making their way. Okay, it's 29 Zerglings. Actually, Revival is going to shut this down. There's no freaking way that 29 Zerglings is not going to be enough.
Yeah. I mean, how many more zealots is he gonna really invest in?
He's gonna
been building probes for too long, I think.
He's gonna make 5 more zealots. I'm convinced.
He's been building probes. He can't afford to.
He's gonna make zealots.
Okay, fighting. Okay, that's actually a pretty good place to be able to fight.
Yeah, that couldn't be much better. There's a queen now.
Good of a choke as you're gonna find. Yeah, the queen is nice, but yeah, all things do die. Okay, now he's committing to the more zealot weapons. No more probes.
I still don't think that these he's ever gonna have the amount of zealots to walk up this ramp, stand on creep, and take out this hatchery and all the zerglings and the queens. What he is doing, of course, he's slowing down the zerg economy, and that is definitely something. He's forcing out a ridiculous amount of zerglings. I don't think there is a layer on the way. Nope, there is no layer on the way, and he can always recall out. I kind of hate being stuck with all these zealots. They feel so useless if I recall them home, but I guess they will help you going up to 3 bases. Now Spycrawl is even going down as well. Time Warp is going down, so that means he can't recall out, Nate. It's a lot of zealots. Might actually be enough. I think these zealots are going to
There's not enough surface area to actually hit all of the zealots. So like, I love that the way that they were all warped in. They were all fighting with their backs to each other, so the zerglings couldn't get a wrap around, and now
Daisy.
this third base is actually going to die.
Nah, I still don't want to go that far. That's just
No?
fine. Nope. I don't want to go that far. I don't want to be that guy.
Oh,
Makes you sad.
he does have to move really far from the pylon
Yep.
to do that.
It makes you cry again. Another time warp is going down. Oh my god, there's so many zealots. It's kind of like the Sun build, I guess, in a way. Sun likes to do this, and then Life just makes a bunch of queens. In general, I do feel that you need a lot of queens against this. If he kills the mothership, that's kind of nice. There's no more high ground vision. There's +1 on the way now as well. The zealot count is ridiculously high. A sentry? Why is he getting a sentry?
I guess he wants to try to lock the queen in somewhere? I'm not sure.
Second sentry. Okay, so you can trap. Oh, this ramp. This ramp you can cover with 2 force fields. Sick play. Oh, force field. This zealot count is so high.
Yeah, he's got the force field to cover the back of the zealots, and I love the way these sentries are tucked in behind them as well, using just one force field to keep them safe. He's actually smashing through this. He got a massive supply lead now too.
Yeah, this is dirty, man. There are right now the same amount of zealots as there are zerglings out on the map.
I need a shower after watching this one.
I think everyone in chat needs to shower.
I've got one today. I'm gonna need one. I'm gonna need another one after this.
Oh my god.
More gates, jeez.
This guy.
Oh man.
What a beautiful.
Yeah, this is a pretty messed up push he's making here up into this third base. There's no drones here. He's trying to get on top of the pylon at least, but there's so many more pylons to fall back on. I'm not entirely sure that he's going to be able to make this work. Moving forward once again, the sentry is trying to get us around. Picks one off. Zealots continuing to step forward. Okay, he's picked off actually one of the pylons, but the next one back will not fall. So continuing before, 22 more links on the way. Those gateways, the additional gateways being warped in are almost ready. Tries to get the next pylon. Both the pylons are actually quite low on hit points, but not actually able to kill those off just yet. And +1 attack is about to finish up, so the links will get a bit more fighting power versus this at least. He's got that going for him, which is nice. Nope. Kev's dead. More and more links on the way for Revival. And the +1, the +1 has to be the dream right now. He has the spines too. I guess at some point or another, Daisy has to push this. Or he could just keep warping in Zealots all day until the end of time. Which I guess is also a somewhat reasonable option. I'm so alone, Kev. These Zerglings moving from the back. Okay, finally picks off the pylons, but are there too many Zealots here? At the +1, they're killing all the Lings in 2 swipes, so I don't think there's any way he saves this third. As much as he needs to, he's totally, yeah, this third base is about as screwed as you're going to get. And with that being said, 3 spines start at the top of the main ramp for Revival. And just more and more Lings coming in, but I just don't feel like there's enough. I can't believe he actually squeezed +1 in with all of this. It's really, really out there, to say the least. Robotics Facility starts up for Daisy as a follow-up to all of this. Let's see what exactly the setup is in the main base. As we were just getting the Kev's headset fixed. Sorry, guys. And the spines are going to finish up, but there's just too much Protoss here.
There is. I think everyone is able to hear me again right now, Nate.
Yep.
I think you can hear me. I'm so sorry about it, guys. Like, I was just running around trying to somehow get my microphone to work, but I think the writing was on the wall at a certain point already when I just started rolling around and started laughing a little bit, as I'm just right now, like, I'm Cyclops. I'm covered in wires.
You had a bit of a giggle, Kev?
Yes, I had a giggle, and the giggle was almost too much. My giggle killed esports. I mean, now my headset is on the wrong side as well of my face, but yeah, that doesn't look great at all. Now I cover my entire...
Covering your good side.
Yeah, that's it. It's a tricky move. Anyway, that's a pretty ridiculous game. I'm so sorry that happened, guys. Like, there are a lot of wires, and I accidentally rolled myself. out of my own Microsoft or microphone input. Then I tried to replug it and it actually didn't work. But now everything works again. I really did not think that was going to be successful. But there is one moment which I don't understand why Revival engaged. This was the moment when there was like roughly 30 or so Zerglings against the 14 Zealots. He had 2 Spine Crawlers that just finished on the high ground, and he had a Queen, and then he ran into the Zealots.
Yeah.
Like that was just, and also the very first fight against the 6 or so Zealots, when I kind of thought that he was able to get the fight, or take the fight, but like you said, that was pretty much the perfect positioning for the first 3 or 4 Zealots, and from that point on, you know, it just went from bad to worse for Revival. He just took 2 fights he really did not have to take. If it's on creep, you know, if he just like runs around a little bit and tries to be annoying and then rely on his spike crawlers, I think he would have been fine. Anyways, no more terrible observing as right now I'm actually sitting. Nate, you can go ahead and introduce the players.
Alright, well, in the northeast position of Inferno Pools, I don't think I've ever cast any games on this map just yet. Is the Red Zerg representing CM Storm. He is Revival. He's tied 1-1 in this series. He managed to win the first game after some dank Swarm host play.
What is this whole dank thing? I don't understand it.
It's okay. You know, Rotterdam, we were, you know, the time that we live right now, it's, if you were born maybe 100 years ago, you could have explored some of the Earth and seen new stuff.
Yeah.
But our technology right now, we've seen the whole Earth, but we don't have the technology to go anywhere else yet. So we're born too late to see the Earth. We're born too early to explore anything outside of Earth. So all we have is the internet and things like dank and dank memes. That's it.
But what is dank?
Just a synonym for awesome.
Okay. But we are going to Mars.
I would go. We should be the first people to commentate games from Mars.
I mean, maybe it's not we, but like, this is our era.
I hope so. I hope so, Kev. That's a really positive outlook.
Yeah. Of course, we're going to Mars, mate.
As soon as we find oil there, I'm sure we'll get there nice and fast.
I actually don't think we need oil by then. By the time we're at Mars, we're powered on passion around here.
If everybody had this much passion, we wouldn't need to worry about the energy crisis anymore.
All right. So Daisy is our Proto spawning in the right bottom side of Inferno Pools. Man, I can't believe that he actually won that game. I'm still kind of baffled by it, to be honest. I don't think that should have worked. I don't think it's supposed to work. I don't think it had to work. You know, in the end, he was able to get away with it. Revival probably kind of frustrated about that game, knowing that, you know, 1 or 2 engagements really didn't have to go the way they actually ended up. And he should also know by now what kind of Protoss player Daisy is. Like, Daisy is definitely not a bad Protoss, not by any means. Ooh,
another hatchery, Roddy. Ooh, it's making me all tingly inside.
But he is kind of a predictable Protoss. The extractor is going down, so it's going to finish up at the 4-minute mark. That means that speed will be down a little late.
What if you just 4-gated him? Can we do that?
It's still better. I know this sounds weird, but in my opinion, it's still better to go 1-gate fast expanded to 4-gate than just straight up 4-gate. You really need that extra bit of economy of those 4 or 5 extra probes on your second base. That makes your 4 base so much stronger. But yes, you can do that, and I think there is a very good shot that he's going to do it. But he's opening up with a mothership core. Like, I do not believe that Daisy is going to be like, hey, you know what, Revival? You go ahead and take the gold, buddy. I'm just gonna out macro you. After the way game number 1 and game number 2 have played out, I do not believe that that is going to happen.
Yeah, I kind of want to see him do it again. Like, I have a very strange feeling that, oh, is he gonna scout it? Nope.
I think he already knows.
Nope.
He can smell it, man.
I think he knows. Yeah. How can the man just know this sort of thing?
Because Zerg players do not play on 2 bases.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
He's getting a sentry though.
Huh?
What is
another
this?
gas?
Is this a forge?
You
Okay.
what?
Okay, only 3 gateways. Maybe he doesn't know, Nick. Daisy doesn't know. Daisy doesn't know. Daisy doesn't know.
Daisy doesn't know. Well, you know what? It's gonna hurt. It's gonna come back to bite him pretty badly.
Of course, Mike.
I mean, when you've got so many drones on the gold minerals,
So close, yet so far.
it gets becomes quite a cracker.
Oh, Zergling finds a prop.
Oh,
Find
you're up. Oh.
Daisy just handed it to him. So now, oh, he's going to spot the creep.
He's gonna be like, oh, I see.
He's going to go 8-gauge Warp Prism. Or Sentry Immortal, what is it going to be? Must be Sentry Immortal.
I'm okay with this, actually.
You're okay with a Sentry Immortal, Nate?
Yeah. You know what? You know how I'm one of those guys. Like, I don't really do builds like that. I don't 2-racks, but I love to watch it happen and just, you know, basically read all the forum comments on the Team Liquid live reports about how angry it makes.
Oh my god! Look at the minimap, by the way. If you guys wonder how Paranoia looks as a Zerg, just go back 10 seconds in this VOD and take a screenshot of it. That's how Paranoia.
His links checked everywhere on the map. There's a lot of surface area to actually hit these gateways, and even that top pylon, I think.
Well, I think it will be fine. He has 3 gateways to warp in unit.
I don't know, Kev.
Should be fine. Photon overcharge, mate. Photon. He should photon though.
Photon overcharge.
Photon.
Do it. If he breaks through.
He's gonna break through, man. Look at this one gateway. It's taking a lot of HP.
It's getting very, very low.
Why is he not using photon overcharge?
His mothership core is just sitting there taking it.
Maybe he wants. Wow,
actually kill most of these things. I'm mildly
That's
impressed.
why. Man, that's a great call. Warp Prism, by the way.
Yeah.
I guess it's gonna be the 8-gauge Warp Prism +1 all in. Oh man, that was sick. I really thought he needed to use photon overcharge there, but he didn't. He's like, nah, I got 3 gateways, son. I got gas for days.
And it doesn't really matter because he has the gold base too. So as much as it can hurt.
Oh!
He's doing it.
Sick.
Wow. You know, everybody loves to whine. It's not possible to take the island base, guys. It's not safe. You can never get away with it. But Daisy's like, no, how about you guys actually try it instead of whining all the time?
Oh, this is so sick.
And then he's going to go Sentry Immortal all in.
Well, I mean, like, he's also going to try to force him out of his main.
Wow, that's just dirty. Well, I guess he is Protoss.
Yeah, well.
He is Daisy.
They pretty much, they don't come any dirtier than Daisy, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And I embrace him because I don't play a whole lot different, but...
It's okay, Kev.
I know.
If there's one thing Daisy hasn't done, it's win a WCS map off of Proxy Tempest. He's moving in. Now, the Lings are mostly in the main, but if he blocks off the natural, it could be equally powerful. Nope. Never mind. The dream is dead.
Whatever he's going to do.
Still building Immortals, and his island base is almost complete.
Yeah, no, like this, he can actually do this on 3 bases. Did Revival check it? He did, right? He's like, oh my god. What is Revival going to do now, man? He knows.
Okay, so can he still force field?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Ah.
Shield your eyes.
That's cool, man. That delays the mining as well. You should keep doing that.
Yeah, just block the mineral patches. You know that at that point, those things are basically acting like those mineral shields that the Oracle used to have. Back when Dustin Browder once said, the Oracle will never be one of those ways that you can kill an SCV.
Yeah.
Man, you like to see the scars? Infestation Pit's finishing up though, so maybe we're gonna see some more swarm hosts.
Yeah, Entombed was fun. You know, do you remember this one sick Protoss who dropped Entombed?
On Akalon Wastes.
Yeah, and then Storm dropped all the other workers, man.
Yeah, because the workers stacked up on the non-entombed patches. That was dirty.
What a literal god.
Yeah.
Tasteless was proud of that nerd.
Yeah, I think everybody was.
That guy got upvoted on Reddit, man. He has Reddit karma.
Okay, Kevin.
Warp Prism is going to fly into the main base. As he's once again going to try to drop a few force fields. Daisy's actually playing good this game. He's playing very solid. Like this is very annoying for Revival. Revival is going to be forced into swarm mode.
Oh.
You know, but just picking up a queen here and there. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm more impressed he's managed to pull all this off without actually losing anything.
This is the type of game where Revival needs to do what he doesn't do normally, and that is go absolutely ham on the swarmos. Like Revival literally needs to make 20+ swarmos in this game. I think otherwise he's absolutely going to die. And normally Revival is good with swarmos, but he's the type of swarm. What are you doing? Don't
getting aggressive sounds a bit crazy at this point.
That is not right.
I like your argument for the defense though, especially considering that with the gold base and swarm hosts costing more minerals than gas, you should be able to actually get a lot of swarm hosts out, like that number you're talking about.
The second robotics facility and a robo bay being warped in as well for Daisy. Daisy is still, in my opinion, the type of Protoss that will just absolutely try to do whatever he can to bust through the swarm host number. So if you go up to 20+ swarm hosts, I don't think you can ever break it. But you know, if Revival does what he normally does, and that is like make 10 or so swarm hosts, then Daisy is just going to make 6 Colossus and A move through it.
Yeah, and I don't think he'll have too much difficulty. He's got a very powerful army, and
Yeah,
that
he's
third
been
base,
rich, man.
his third base is untouchable.
I know. It's perfect saturation as well. 3-3-16. Not much more that you can ask for.
How did he get the probes over there? Did he recall them over? Or did he warp
I think he just built them, man.
his warp prism was over there?
Yeah, maybe warp prism did once, but he has to just build. Like that base has been off for 4 minutes. You can saturate the base for 4 minutes.
Okay.
We have chronobles, huh?
Wow, okay. Reminding me of all the beautiful things you have in life. When I float my command center over, can't get SUVs that fast. At least it doesn't feel like that. But the Swarmos are postured themselves outside. Oh my god, this is so dirty. The Immortal Sentry. Wow.
Wow. I have no idea how this happened, but this actually makes sense why Daisy's army was so small. I just don't understand. Revival, why do you want to be so aggro? For what? A couple of roaches can actually. Oh, he messed up the force fields! So now all these sentries are getting picked off.
Well,
of course.
That's unfortunate, but the zealots are still quite strong. And he's going to kill the roach horn. He has zealots in the mineral line now, too.
No more force fields though. I mean, I guess this layer is going to get picked off. If I was a Revive, I'd already started a layer somewhere else. Is he going to be able to save the Immortals? Yes, he does save the Immortals for now.
That's really, really big. Just trying to hold on to that natural now. The Colossi range is not done just yet, but once it is, I imagine it'll be much easier for him to hold on. Wait, can he drop next to that Spire? You know, as a dirty Terran, I'm always thinking about where I can drop that I can't be hit, and I think he can go in between the Infestation Pit and that Evolution Chamber. While the Roaches could hit him, but not the Lynx.
The Roach count is too high. Couple of luck. This is just not the Swarmos count that you need, Revival. You have done this too often in the past. You have like 12 or so Swarmos. You need like 20, man. You have to be dirtier.
You have to be dirtier.
Yeah, no, he truly has to be dirtier. This is time warp going down.
The swarm hosts. They're caught. They're trapped.
Yeah,
bamboozled.
This sucks for Revival. This really does suck.
I don't know if that's something that you can recover from. All these Lings are going to get caught now too.
Well, I mean, I think he could have theoretically. He stayed around way too long. Wow, I don't understand. Man, poor Revival is actually throwing away this game. He has completely mined out the gold minerals. Taking this island space was an absolutely brilliant play by Daisy. Don't get me wrong, guys. That was a very, very good move. Now Immortals are over here on the high ground. A bunch of stock is being wiped in as well. Revival has no answer to this Protoss army anymore. He only made the 10 or so Swarmos like he always does. I don't think Roaches are going to cut it here. I don't think Roach Corruptor is going to be enough.
Yeah, not with these many. The Immortals that he has mixed in here, the Colossi, splash damage, wrecking, and he still has that War Prism to continue to reinforce with. Once the Corruptors are dead, these Colossi are going to be untouched. He's looks like Daisy's got us in the back. GG, he's going to advance on. And Intel Extreme Masters Taipei, open bracket, not bad, not bad. That was actually a pretty weird way for it to go down. I really love when people complain about stuff in the new maps. Like, everybody will always immediately, they'll find something that they really don't like, and they'll be like, so 100% convinced, be like, no, this absolutely cannot work. No, there's no way, Jose, that you're going to be able to take it in an island base like this. Well, guess what? You just won a competitive game on a pretty big stage with the island base. That was really cool to see out of Daisy.
It was really cool, especially because, you know, game number 1 and game number 2, he did kind of exactly what we remember from him. And you kind of expect something similar like that in game number 3 as well. And then he just kind of tricks us, going up to 3 bases in a very safe manner, while still doing all the dirty things that Protoss can do, you know, with Warp Prisms, looking for opportunities. Warp Prism on the high ground.
Sentry, Warp Prism Immortal.
No, it was just pretty cool play, but... You know, I love Revival. I think he's a great guy. I think he's a great player, but I think he misplayed this game. I think with the way that game played out, and if you know that Protoss went up to 3 bases that quick, then you cannot just sit on your 10 or so Swarmos. Like, I normally love this style from Revival because it creates action-packed games. He only makes a few Swarmos to make sure he doesn't die against the traditional, you know, 3-base, couple Robo units, Blink Stalker push. And, I really appreciate that. And then after that, you know, he transitions into whatever. But I just felt here, this was the type of game where he had to be dirtier, like we said. He had to go up to, you know, make it 20 or so Swarmos, because Daisy is still going to try to break you with Colossus.
Yeah.
With a double Robo push and out of 3 bases, he is going to try to break you. And then, you know, it could have been a similar game to what we saw on... what's the big Deathwing, you know, even though it was a little bit different, but it would still kind of be like that, because that's just the type of Protoss that Daisy is. But Revival kind of handed it to him. Also, I have no idea why he kept those Swarmos for that long on the other side of the map. While his entire other army was on the top side dealing with the prism.
With no creep or anything, no supporting units. Yeah, especially no supporting units. You're right. The whole other army going for the warp prism allowed him to just dive on top of the swarm host once he cleared a wave of locusts.
Yep. Overall, still a fun series. Of course, Duke, congratulations to Daisy, who right now I believe is 2 best-of-3s away from qualifying for the Intel Extreme Masters main event. I'm going to give you guys an update. True has won the upper bracket of the first dual tournament, so congratulations to True. He has qualified Hero versus Sorky. I have the feeling that game is going to be on the mainstream. The winner of that series will play against Linok, and the winner of that series will qualify. And let's take a look at the second duo tournament. What are the updates over here? Schnooch. No, actually we're just waiting. Alright, so Czech is going to go up against Daisy in the lower bracket of duo tournament number 2. And the winner of that series will play against the loser of the upper bracket final, which is Jan versus Snoot. I guess it's time for a small break and we'll figure out what's coming next.
Yeah, well, see you guys in a few. You're watching Intel Extreme Masters Taipei. We'll be back shortly.